Hello all, and welcome to another night's beer review, which I am dubbing yet another job interview beer review, because I got another job interview. Another security job interview. You ever get the feeling that you're stuck doing something you don't want, but you're kind of stuck doing it? Well, at least it's for better paying security jobs, eh? Security was the last thing I ever imagined myself doing. So, what are we reviewing tonight? We're reviewing the other new beer from the Sierra Nevada Winter Pack, and that is the Single Hop Cascade IPA. Let's read the label, shall we? We're reintroducing Cascade, the classic American hop, in an all-new way in this single hop IPA. It's heavy with the signature citrus pine flavors that help distinguish the American craft beer renaissance. Cascade has become one of Sierra Nevada's most beloved hops. It was featured as a sole hop in our original draft pale ale, and we've been enamored with its classic citrus pine flavors ever since. This all-new single hop IPA features Cascade throughout and is heavy with its bright grapefruit, pine, and floral aromas. It's a 6.3 ABV. Now, in the pre-drink, as you know, I always go and drink at least, if possible anyways, I try to drink a bottle before I actually do a review. What struck me was this was essentially, and I'm going to just give away the secret right now because it's not really too big of a secret. Essentially, it's what if you took Sierra Nevada's Pale Ale and just bumped the hopping up to the level where it's now an IPA. And that's pretty much it. So let's just get to it here, shall we? Giving a fairly vigorous pour here. 2 fingers worth of fluffy white to off-white head. Nice amber golden color. About the same color as the pale ale, really. Nicely carbonated. And it's a wonderful smelling beer. Nicely hoppy. Grapefruit rind. Nice floral essence, very floral. And underneath that, some pine sap. Not really super piney, definitely more grapefruit, more floral than pine. At least in the head, anyways. Wonderful consistency on the tongue. As IPAs go, this is not what I would consider a hop bomb. It's actually, while hoppy, kind of delicately hopped. The flavors come across as delicate and not robust. It doesn't slap you in the face. Immediate taste. Grapefruit zest. And it kind of continues all the way out throughout into the finish. Bittering finish. Again, almost delicately bittering. It's just not really like coating the tongue. Finish is where the pine kind of shows up, but again, it's not super intense. I kind of like it. Malts are crackery, kind of on the dry side for an IPA. No sweetness. Definitely no tropical notes here. Definitely comes across as kind of old school with this complete lack of tropical notes. There's some sensation of juiciness on the tongue, but it's all, you know, grapefruit juiciness. It's all citrus juiciness. Very drinkable. It feels much lighter than 6.3. Very nice, delicate, almost tart orangey flavor on the tongue. It transitions in between grapefruit and kind of tart oranges. Eminently drinkable. As you can tell, I'm going through this pretty quickly. It's going down fast because it's so great to drink. So, what can I tell you about this beer? Well, basically, like I said in the beginning, take Sierra Nevada's Pale Ale and amp up the hopping quite a bit with that Cascade hops that the Pale Ale uses. So, you know, you get a bit more dimensionality to the hops, a bit more bitter, just a wee bit more bitterness. It's not actually that bitter, like I said, not that bitter of an IPA. You know, and the malts kind of recede a little bit compared to Sierra Nevada's Pale Ale, even though I would consider Sierra Nevada's Pale Ale to definitely be on the hoppier side of the Pale Ale spectrum. This is an IPA, but an IPA of the old school, and well done IPA of the old school. It's not sizzling your tongue off with an excess of IBU units, but it lets you know that hops are the main show here. All in all, I actually really like this. Because, why? It is an IPA, but it is not ridiculously over hopped or over malted in compensation for the hopping. It comes across as something that's kind of getting rare now for an IPA, which is refreshing to drink. So all in all, I really like this. I would say it's the highlight of their winter box set. Quite a bit better than their maple ale, at least by their Scotch maple ale, at least by my lights anyway, in that it's kind of a throwback, and it's a high quality throwback, and I really enjoy it. So, Cascade single hop. I don't know if you can still find the winter one in the stores, because I'm kind of noticing the spring box sets kind of coming out from breweries. You know, they're just pushing that thing back earlier and earlier. Pretty soon we're going to be having the winter beers in summer at this point. So, if you can find it, go out and give it a try. It's pretty good. And that is your beer review for tonight, folks. Cheers.